about it. If you real, keep it real, shawty, say about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. If you real, keep it real, shawty, say about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. If you real, keep it real, shawty, say about it.
Catch me in the club in the Kango hat, laid back, sipping yak with them boilers at. VIP status, you can cock it and grip. Ready with just when my girls hit the club, they be screaming, who is that? Status, you can cock it and grip. Break a switcher down the middle and feel it.
My name's CeCe, and my dream always to be a comedian and an actor.
Okay, I'm known in Memphis, but out here in California, they don't know me yet. But I'm up and coming, okay? Came me on the flute back in 2005. They told me, just get on down here to Vegas. We got it going on at the MGM Grand. It's a true story. I had to pay $350 to get in this contest, right? And I got in there, oh, I was feeling good. I left, I ain't tell nobody nothing. I said, I'm finna go and I'm finna be famous. They already told me, pay $350. I'm finna get all this satellites, my name on the lights, on the wall. And I was happy. But I felt kind of bad for just leaving and didn't tell nobody. So when I got halfway, up in Vegas, I called my mom. I said, Mother, I feel bad, for not telling y'all where I was. So, I want to tell you I'm in Vegas. I'm finna be huge. I'm finna be big. I'm finna be a star. She said, you in Vegas? I said, yes, ma'am, I'm in Vegas. She said, oh, you finna be huge, huh? I said, that's right, Mother. I'm finna do it big. She said, well, your daddy was shit. But you know what? I went on. I went right on through. I went to Vegas, y'all. I drove 2,000 miles in a 1991 Dodge down with busted tail lights and bogus tags. I won't play. I had 3 days when I got there before I do my big edition, you know what I'm saying, the flute thing. I had 3 days. Guess what? My car broke down. I'm in Vegas. I got $17.61. Lord have mercy. I felt like you big old bird. That's too much. I can't handle this shit. But I went on. I tried to get a job right quick, to try to get my car fixed. I went in the store. I was parked in front of 7-Eleven. I said, sir, can you give me a job? I'm homeless. I got a show in 2 days. I'm smelling. He said, you're right about that. I said, can you help me, please? I need help. I ain't saw no black people around here. They might help me or give me $1 or $2. He said, well, I'm not going to hire you. You stink, you smell, and I want you off my lot. You've been here 2 days. So then what happened then, I went on and left. I did my audition, y'all. But I was smelly, so I had to take a bath. And I didn't know where to go. I didn't know nothing about no shelters and all of that. Shit, I went out and I bought me $1.50. I got me some water. Y'all listen? I went on somebody's back porch. And I washed my ass. And I didn't care who was looking at the time. I didn't give a, who was looking. I just didn't want them to cut the lights off. I was scared the fuck out of them. I was naked as hell. I done slept in the bushes, y'all. I done paid my dues. Okay? I done did that, but you know what I did? I went on, I washed my ass and shit. I stopped worrying about my car. I was worried about this contest. I said, that this is what I came down here for. Now that's called courage and determination with my broke ass. Went in there and lost my last $17.16 in the casino. Mad as hell. But I did it. I went down to my audition. Y'all clap for me, okay? Got first place. I ain't lying to y'all. I got a trophy at home to prove it.
And I'm just ready to make that dream come true, whatever I got to do. I'm ready to go all the way. I think I was born to be a comedian and an actor. Hey, how you doing, Ice Cream Man? All right. Hey, man, look, I was in line first. Or was you here first? Well, ladies first, man. Man, get that book out your nose, man. Hey, y'all stop all that. You can't, look, you can't be getting down with them Puerto Ricans like that, man. That might have a bomb. I like challenges, you know, and I don't care what people think or say about me. Ain't nobody asked to be gay front, you know. I'm letting you know, ain't no shame here, you know. And how you doing, California? All right, I'm Memphis. How you doing? What's that on your head? A wave cap. All right, you a bulldagger. You is. Why then, California? I ain't waste your time. I just want to holler at you and say you is a bulldagger, right? You eating last night? You did? Did she do you back? CeCe World, looking like a quarterback. Hey, go on, quarterback. Start running back or something. Go on, girl. Oh, yeah. Alrighty then. Sexually, I prefer a woman. Why? I don't know. You know, to each his own.
Oh, y'all don't get my bad side now, honey.
What side your bad side?
Y'all need to get my good side, honey. This one over here, because everything up over here is not good. All right.
You said this. What's your good side, man?
Everything up, down below.
I heard that.
That's the good side. That's the good side.
So I take it that you are a homosexual.
Oh no, I'm just sweet.
How you like that? That's what I'm talking about. Just being real. This is my world. You know, we just out here showing gay people ain't ashamed. You know, we got feelings, and this is real. You know, we have fun just like anybody else. We like to explode our talent, show you what we got. You know. And if you're interested, holler at me. My intention is to go all the way. I mean, you got to make something out of yourself. You can't give up on yourself. You know, people gonna give up on you, but don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. And my biggest dream of all is to be the best actor. You know, and like I said, I like comedy, and I like doing comedy, but my biggest dream is to be an actor.
Would you say some of your favorite actors out there?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Well, folks, make some real noise for CeCe, y'all. I'm trying to raise her.
They saw my ass all the way down from Mississippi. She's 7 years old, you know. And she always walk like she got a shit. Like this. She always walking like that. And she fast, she always got a dress on. I told her, she went in the house one day, she said, CeCe, Art gave me $5. I said, Art, it better not be Art Kelly, and I know that. She said, no, Art Fisher. I said, what the hell you do to get the $5, little girl? She said, all I did was plant a tree on CeCe. Wasn't no big deal. I said, look, little girl, don't you be climbing them trees with them little boys. Because all they want to do is look under your dress and your panties. She said, look under my dress and my panties. I said, yeah, duh. Then she said, oh, okay. Now she didn't understand what I was saying. Then she come to the house the next day. She said, oh, look on CeCe. I made $20 this time. I said, look, girl, didn't I tell you? Don't be climbing them trees with them little boys. Because all they want to look at your dress and your panties. She said, calm down. Calm down. I tricked them this time on CeCe. I won't wear no panties. Y'all give it up for my mama. I love my mama, y'all. I love my mama. Okay? I love my mama. But you know, my mama used to embarrass me real bad when I was little. You know, I peed in the bed till I was about 12, 13. I ain't lying. I ain't feel like getting up. And she told me, you know, she said, every morning, you get up with them sheets, I want you to put them sheets in the wash machine and put that mattress outside. I forgot one morning to do that. And she reminded me at the bus stop, not all my friends. So my CeCe, I said, ma'am, these pissy wet ass sheets, you forgot? I said, do that for my friends. It's a secret, that's our family secret. She said, ain't no secret about these pissy wet ass sheets. I told you to flip the damn mattress in the morning. She always would embarrass me. Always would embarrass me. But you know, I still love my mama, that's my mama. She's spoiled too. She's real spoiled. You know what I'm saying? She told me, she said, baby, I just ain't feeling well. I feel like I'm about to die. I said, about to die? I said, mother, what's the matter? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong? Don't tell me you got cancer. She said, no, I ain't got cancer, baby. I went to the doctor today. The doctor told me I was dehydrated.